Welcome to OLP 6699 Advancing Professional Career. This is a brand new course, and you always will know new courses, which are experimental courses, by the distinction of the 99 at the end of the number of the course. This is 6699, making it, of course, a master's level course. OLP 6699 Advancing Professional Career is intended for you to explore what you want your career path to be in many, many ways. What kind of an ecology do you want? What kind of a working environment and working and the working relationships do you want? What is it that you want out of a career? What sort of moral or ethical environment do you want to be in? What kind of advancement are you looking for? What kind of reward system? What kind of impact or generative elements do you hope will be the result of your being part of your career, your profession? So we really want to examine what we believe intrinsically, what our identity tells us about who we are and what we want in a career. So let's look at the website. And the website has a Start Here element, and that is going to lead us to where we are right now. You've already pressed that button. Notice that on the right side we have a number of resources for you. As a matter of fact, if you have a learning disability and would like to have some help with this course, please notify me right away and we'll provide accommodations. Notice just below the resources, and the last resource listed is, of course, the Organizational Learning and Performance website, and that will give you information about your master's degree, or if you're not in our master's program, about our master's program and other courses that you might want to add to your own degree path. Then we have our projects, the first being membership in a professional organization. Yes, you will join a professional organization, and you will write a critical journal review of the journal that is probably part of that organization, published by that organization. We'll look at the other different projects. There are 5 of them for this semester in this course, and we'll look at them in just a little bit. Notice, however, that we have both instructions and rubric provided for each of the projects, and again there are 5 projects. On the left side of our menu of our course, and I call this the home page or landing, we have other resources for you to avail yourself this semester. The Ask Dr. Karen is a way to get in touch with me about a question you have, but also to do so in a way that advantages the others in the class, so that when you ask your question, and note that if you've got a question, we all have questions, so when you ask your question, I will answer it. This is actually the first place I go whenever I enter our course site, and there will be a notification to me that there is a posting asking a question. So I'll answer that question first, and then any other student will be able to see that answer just as you will if someone else asks. The announcements is our news. If I've got something to tell you about, then I will provide it in announcements. The coffee shop is a place just for you to go and perhaps place an item of interest, or if you want to connect with another student, that's a way to do that. Now, Tea and Talk Shop is a real-time hangout, so you can join another student if the two of you want to, in an IM way, talk, a texting way, talk together in real time. So you might say, let's meet at 4:30 at Tea and Talk. So that would be a way for you to do that. Or if you want for me to meet you in tea and talk, then generally that's going to be an evening time activity for me, but we can do it that way. Also, notice that I have a Meet Dr. Karen, where I've provided you with my philosophy of teaching and learning, as well as an introduction, and I am introducing myself via a hiking metaphor. And I also provide a letter to you, just as and for you to think about where I'm coming from with regarding to teaching and learning. Finally, I have contact information, and I do share my cell number. Please feel free to contact me anytime. We have 2 texts, and of course our APA, which is always a text for a graduate course. And our 2 texts are Michael Fullen's Leading in a Culture of Change and Patricia Cranton's Professional Development as Transformative Learning. Both of these are older books, and so you shouldn't have any problem getting them. You can get them from Amazon, you can get them from our own bookstore. They're of course, a reduced fee because they aren't brand new. And they're thin books, so you shouldn't have no trouble reading them. I encourage you to advantage yourself by looking for a 3rd textbook that particularly strikes you as something that would benefit you during this course, specific to your career path and the profession that you are either in now and wanting to explore and increase your involvement, or that you want to enter. So 2 textbooks, easily read, and add a 3rd. These are the 5 different projects: participation, critical journal review from a scholarly publication from the professional organization you will join, Leading and Learning Perspectives paper, career roadmap. Your initial one you will post early in the course, and then as we get through the course, you will post a revised one. It's 20 points combined for the 2. So that's going to be a major piece. All of these will build on each other, but the career roadmap with milestones and getting a sense of what your direction is, what your wanted direction is, will be what that project's about. Then you will have a self-directed project, and you'll determine what that is. You will make a presentation about that later in the course, but this self-directed project, as an adult learner, should particularly be designed to advantage you for your own professional growth toward advancing your career. And then, of course, a reflective paper on the course and on your new career path. These are the 5 projects. We've just named them and gone through them a little bit. Notice that they reside again on the right side of our website with the instructions and the rubrics for each one. They are clickable and will give you lots of information about what is anticipated for each of these projects. Take a look this week and particularly explore how you want to address these projects. We can even converse about that in the website activity that's for introductions. Speaking of our activities, participation will occur through activities in this course. And the activities, there will be 10 activities that are 2 points each. And if we have extra credit, it will be through additional activities. So participating weekly in a very involved way will advantage you during the course. The course overview this week gives us our syllabus, our calendar, our framework. We'll talk about that shortly. Readings and videos, and our activity, which this week is to introduce yourself. So look for the activities. Again, they're each 2 points. And we will have another item that will be part of this course that will be different than perhaps you've experienced in other courses. Pedagogy allows us to be teacher and learner. So this Pedagogy Forum allows you to bring something that you think would advantage all of the learners to explore, and you'll post it and help us become acquainted with it. So then you become the instructor and take advantage of this all semester long. Pedagogy. It goes beyond andragogy. And let's talk about that further. I introduce pedagogy through a couple of readings. There is a website that talks about it, and then there is and this paper actually is a paper that I wrote on pedagogy with a past colleague, Dr. Mark McCaslin, and he and I, actually it's published in, you'll notice at the end of the URL that it says second tier. This is the second tier for leading and leading and learning. We're proposing that pedagogy is the second tier teaching. So pedagogy will be an important part of this semester. Finally, you will see a framework. I mentioned that, I think, earlier. Let's go back and check that out. Notice that there's a framework that's provided each week. And the framework should be your guide. It should be where you go first as you look for this week and each week's agenda. The framework will offer up what the objective is for the week. It will introduce what the week is about. It will provide us with the supplements for both reading, video, etc. for the week. It will also give us a look at, in summary, of what the expectations of the week are. If there's something due, if there is something coming up, those things will be noted and give you an advantage for staying abreast of this course. I'm looking forward to a really fun semester for this very first offering of advancing professional career. I look forward to our conversations. Talk to you soon.